I have completed adding the rest of the questions to the survey, and I'm now going to show you how to add dependencies, scoring, or calendar items to a question. A dependency is basically a navigation on your question. So you are making one question dependent on a previous answer. So if you have a look at this one over here, the question in question 3 was, please indicate which of the below items you believe are important to receive communications about. If I click into the details of that question, you will see that option number 7 on this survey was other. On this question was other. Question number 4 is dependent on that being selected. You see it says, since you selected other in the previous question, please specify. So if you had selected any of the other options, company strategy, products and services, company benefits, anything else besides other, question 4 needs to be skipped. Only if you select other should you receive question 4. Therefore, question 4 needs a dependency. By clicking onto details and clicking onto dependencies, your dependency qualifying box is going to open. Here you have to specify which question 4 is dependent on. This drop-down list will show you all the questions that come before it. Question 3 is the question that it is dependent on. And the option that you need to select to qualify for question 4 is other. You then add that as the dependency. On the right-hand side, you will see now that question 4 is dependent on question 3 being other. You save the changes. It asks you if you're sure you want to save the dependency. You say yes. You'll see the dependency button is also highlighted green now to indicate that there is a dependency. And if you save the question, you will also see that that dependency is put into your dependency column next to question 4. This is how you are able to create a survey that navigates dependent on other questions. The next thing that you are able to add is scoring. So you'll see on question 7, it says in which year was the first version of CLA released. That is a scored question. There is a correct or an incorrect answer. By clicking onto the details of that question, you are able to set up scoring by clicking on the scoring button. The question scoring block will open. And here you need to specify what the correct answer is. So it says in which year was the first version of CLA released. 2008 is the correct answer, and you click on Save Changes. You sure you want to save? Yes. Your scoring button is highlighted in green, and if you save your changes to the question, you will also see that the correct answer is now indicated in the correct answer column in your question grid. CLA will now mark this answer against 2008 being the correct one. Okay, which 3 of the following are CLA modules? If I go into the details of this one, I'm going to set up scoring as well. Here you will see it's a multi-select. If I go into scoring, I select the 3 correct answers for CLA to mark against. The question says which 3 of the following are CLA modules. The correct answers are screensaver, desktop, and pop-up. Save those changes and save the question. And in the correct answer column, you will see screensaver, desktop, pop-up are the correct answers. The last feature available is to actually add a calendar item. So this question here says, would you like to attend the communication forum meeting next Friday? If I go into the details of that question, to add a calendar item, you would click on the calendar items button. The response type is yes, no. So would you like to attend the communication forum meeting? Either yes or no. But the calendar item needs to be added if I select yes. So would you like to attend? Yes. Therefore, add this calendar item. So by clicking on Add Calendar Item at this point, you now go and specify how you would like it to appear in the person's calendar in Outlook. So I'm going to put Comms Forum Meeting. I specify the location, so it might be Flamingo Boardroom. The description would be the body of the meeting. It's next week Friday, so it's going to be the 13th of December in this case. Maybe it starts at 11 and ends at 1. I want it to show in the calendar as high importance. I want it to show as busy. The reminder must come up an hour before the meeting. I can browse to attach an agenda, a map, whatever I'd like to attach to my calendar item, and save the changes. You sure you want to save? Yes. Calendar item has been saved. Now if I select yes to would you like to attend the communication meeting, it is going to put this calendar item into Outlook for me and remind me when that date comes. If you would want to modify the calendar item, you would click into details, make the modifications that you need to. Otherwise, you click on Save Changes. Sure you want to save? Yes. Okay. Save the question, and the calendar item has been saved. It's great for event planning, where would you be attending the function? If the person says yes, then you set up dependencies like we did in question 4 to specify dietary requirements, would you need travel arranged, etc. So those are the 3 features that you are able to set up on questions: dependencies, scoring, and calendar items.